Heyo, I'm Andy, and welcome to Hinterland, a Nightmare Before Christmas inspired island and all the holidays thereafter. Last episode, we worked on the outside of Louie's house, which is representing the holiday of Boxing Day, because here on the Hinterlands, Jack has given up on Christmas because he's taken it over. He got bored. He's been there. He's done that. And therefore, the holiday of Boxing Day is suffering, and Louie is without purpose if he can't be a burly, strong gorilla. Being a gorilla and having a gorilla butt is nothing to laugh at, except it totally is. So everyone makes fun of him for his big gorilla but without his ability to demonstrate his strength. So Louie decided to open up a fight club here on the island, and that's exactly what we're going to do today. We are going to go inside of Louie's house and design his fight club for him and his patrons. So without further ado, let's get designing. Louie's default house, very Jimmy, very jock-like, very strength and bodybuilding oriented, but we are going to start from scratch as per usual. No, Louie is not a very intellectual gorilla. He has never really been good at things like reading or math. He's always been a very physical gorilla, not really shining when it comes to education or learning, but he does have his strengths, and those strengths are literally his strength. Though he is not exactly intellectually intelligent gorilla, he is an emotionally intelligent gorilla. He cares for people, he cares for their well-being, and he's taken it upon himself to protect those that cannot necessarily protect themselves. When Louie was a child, he got made fun of a lot for his lack of intellectual intelligence, and he didn't really have the vocabulary or the words to put together to really defend himself when it came to his verbal abusers. But there was a bunch of animals that would make fun of him for his gorilla butt. No, we have to admit the gorilla butt is funny, but when thinking, oh, your words can hurt people, Louie felt incredibly self-conscious and insecure about his little gorilla booty, or big gorilla booty, or you want to see that. But yeah, so he felt pretty sad, pretty lonely, and pretty self-conscious. And of course, there is always the physical bullies that would push Louie around, be very physically violent towards him because of his appearance. And Louie soon learned how to defend himself against these perpetrators, and he found out that he was actually pretty good at it, and he got incredibly strong, incredibly fast. No, Louie is not necessarily an inherently violent guy or violent gorilla. He is very kind, and he thinks about his actions and how they affect other people. I was thinking maybe the brick there. No. Okay, yeah, the first choice was better. But yeah, so he doesn't use his strength for mischievousness or ill-will deeds. He usually uses it for good things. And that's exactly why Boxing Day was so appealing to him when it came to the Hinterlands. He realized that he could use his strength to help defend Boxing Day and uplift heavy boxes for all of the toys and Christmas things that would be donated to those less fortunate. So he felt that Boxing Day was a perfect reason to show off his strength, show off just how much he could lift, and he was doing it for a good purpose. It was basically the perfect holiday for us. At least I think so. But Jack Skellington soon decided that Christmas was no longer one of his priorities, which meant that all of the goods from Christmas were becoming incredibly sparse. And this was the end of Boxing Day. No, he did continue to work in Lucy's factory for a while after Christmas was canceled. He helped load up the Coke trucks for her new Coca-Cola conglomerate, but soon he was replaced by all of the robots that were just designed to be a lot stronger and resilient. They could go on for hours and hours without breaks, 24 hours a day, and these standards were just a little bit too much for Louie. He's a gorilla. He needs some sleep. He needs food. He needs breaks. And he was basically cast aside as not being very useful. He tried to fit into another holiday that Jack deemed worthy of taking over, but there wasn't very much that he could do. Thanksgiving, if you think that Egbert's not a good cook, you have never seen Louie cook something. I'm not saying something at least. Oh, I like this shelf better. Oh, stick that in there. Oh yeah. But yeah, so a lot of the skills required for a lot of the other holidays required a little bit of intellectual ability. And that is just something that Louis does not have. It does not make him any less useful, but the discrimination and the expectations of being able to read a recipe and even chopping down and assembling trees for Arbor Day was just a bit too complicated for Louis. He would lose pieces of the trees and it was just costing the Arbor Day project. They only had a limited amount of trees and they were trying to send them around the world as quick as possible, and they were starting to get complaints. All their trees came with all the pieces. So Louis was set out to retirement and continued to wander around trying to find the perfect place. And all along the way, he was made fun of for his appearance. Yes, is burly gorilla but without being able to fight back with words or simply just defend the fact that he's a gorilla and he can't control the way that he looks, and no one can. But alas, Louis did take the high road and did not use his strength to defeat his enemies. Alright, let's see if we can walk around quick. Oh, that's a scooch. Is that fine that that's a scooch? That's a scooch too. I suppose it would be okay if this got flipped around like this, and the game machine was there, and then that could move over, and this could just be a space for something. We don't have to walk over there. Oh, well, yeah, that's gonna be a scooch, but that's fine. You can walk all around. Okay, perfect. So I just got Brewster here announcing the next fight. We got some robots that are a little bit malfunctioning. They're a little bit of entertainment. They keep the fight going if no one really feels like fighting. But no, we need to get some patrons in here. Obviously, after going around and not really finding anywhere to be, Louis created the Fight Club, right? Right. And these are part of the Fight Club. They're a little gang. and they are not violent in the sense of trying to go and pick a fight, but they will defend others. And that's exactly what happened to Louie. When Louie was walking around trying to find a place to go or an holiday that he could fit in, he came across a little clearing in the woods. And of course, people started pointing and laughing at his girl butt. But this cute little purple hedgehog in the clearing in the plaza saw that he was getting made fun of for his butt. Now, this hedgehog wanted to be the best designer that the world has ever seen, and she had the perfect pair of shirts for Louie to wear. She decided to take these shirts all and gift them to Louie, and so they would cover his butt. No. On Hinterland and in the Animal Crossing world, animals do not wear pants. So when the animals saw Louie's bright shorts covering his butt, he got made fun of even worse. But when he told them that they were made for him personally by this little hedgehog, they started making fun of her. They started making fun of the fact that she would even think to create such an abomination of a clothing item. And they started pulling at her hedgehog hair. They started throwing things at her and trying to run her out of town. Now, Louie did not accept this, and he used his strength to push them away and scare them off to defend his new hedgehog friend. And he realized it didn't matter what you were. It didn't matter who he was. There was always going to be people that took advantage of the misfortunes of others. There was always going to be a bully of sorts, and that some bullies weren't just going to hurt you with words. Some bullies will go as far to hurt you physically as well. And that's where Louie vowed that he would get together the best of the best, and they would form a gang or a coalition of sorts. Anyone, anytime could just call upon them, and they could help them out when they could not defend themselves. Just like the little hedgehog helped Louie defend his gorilla booty, he decided that it would only be right if he helped defend people in the way he knew all to do. Everyone has a skill, everyone has something to offer, a solution to help somebody out. Little hedgehog could help out Louie with her sewing skills and her fashion to cover up his gorilla butt. Louie had the strength to run off people that were not being very nice and attacking his friends. And so Louie hangs his purple shorts with pride out in his pub for everyone to see, to know that what they are defending those who do good and those that use their skills, no matter what other people think, but they use their skills for good. And being yourself and being an individual can come with a little bit of backlash. And there are people with a lot of anger that want to let it out on people that truly don't deserve it. And Louie wants to put an end to that. So he has his group of elves in the coalition to defend those who can't. And of course, we have some bears and dolls and Burbies. This is our little bartender Burbie that all heard what it. They've all been through something. This guy, he doesn't have depth perception, and people used to pick on him because he would wobble around and walk into things. And when he was saved by these guys and being made fun of, he decided to join in. Pay it forward. Right? Right. Yeah. Let's change the lighting in here. I think it is a bit too bright. It'll set the tone. There you go. And we got some gyrates. Entertaining. Gyrates are the minions of Jack Skellington, but they do have their own thoughts, right? They're just chilling. They're like, a pub with fights? I can make some pretty good music there. We got some tools here. for the robots, just in case no one wants to fight. And we'll just decorate the walls a little bit for Louie, because, you know, he runs a pretty good establishment around here, okay? They're like scary, big-earted guys. You know, you ever met someone with all buttloads of tattoos? Oof, there. Yeah, buttloads of tattoos, and they end up being the nicest person you ever met in your entire life. Basically like that. These what these guys are. They're hanging out. Yes, they do have a little bit of pent-up aggression. They got, you know, some issues of their own, but they're all working through it together. They're all trying to help each other in their own little way. Figure out exactly how they can use their skills for the better, because being violent does not necessarily a good thing, but being strong and being able to defend people, that's a good thing. No, some of these elves and some of these toys did end up going on the route of just letting out their aggression in a very unhealthy way, but they ended up finding this coalition of elves, the gorilla gang. And you know what? They found their place. They realized that they could use their skills in an healthy way. And of course, some of them might have a little bit of anger issues, a little bit of anger management, but this is a place where there are consenting toys and consenting people that want to do the fight club together. So if two people want to fight it out and let it out, they agree to it. There is a consent. Of course, there's gonna be a couple of rules, you know, no pulling of hair, no cheap shots to the kidney, those kind of things. So it's a very safe space, and you won't be able to get away with it if you start fighting dirty on the boxing day, boxing rink made out of boxes. Look at all these guys. You're not gonna be able to cheat. All these guys are gonna be watching you. You know what I mean? Ain't gonna happen. Well, I wonder if these guys like it off like the best seats in the house or something. Maybe up here. What if this closed down? That's kind of cute, actually. See what we can do with some wall stuff like this. Not that I don't think they're using this. Oof, excuse me. There. Does that block my Barbie bartender? No, she's good. Just hanging out. All right. Nice. I think I'm gonna turn this one like that. You know what? Actually, I'm gonna get the big punching bag. I think it'll feel just a bit better. Yeah, it does. Get some more stuff on the wall because we can. Oh, actually, this is good. Those are like beverages, bottles and beverages. Hold that down, and there. Oh yeah, that looks like the back of a beret. Maybe get a radiator in. Maybe over there. A fan. I love these fans. They're so good. Just in the corner there. Make it look a little bit rough and tumble. The key holder is fun. I'll put that behind the burr. Get a couple more of these. Yeah. Oof. Just in and around like that. I'm gonna get the Cókë sign on it. The advertisement. Oh, cake. Who doesn't like cake? Check out some of the ceiling stuff. I do like this. This is kind of cool. That could be a burr thing, but I'm not sure if it even goes. It kind of does. Kind of. I want to take this moose away then. Put it somewhere else. Put the moose elsewhere. Moose. Oh, the telephone. The wall mounted telephone. Get that in red. And this is like the hotline, right? Call us. If you need us, call us. And everyone will come and help you and defend, right? It's the red telephone. That makes sense. You just dial that number, the bartender will pick it up, and they'll get out there and defend you. Let me try some of these vents. Just add some texture, because it looks kind of empty up there. Just a little bit. Could get coal on it. It could be fun. Try it. Oh yeah. Center that up. I think that the rug situation is a little odd. I'm gonna move that. Oh, yeah, that kind of fixes that up a bit. And I'm not sure what a fan. Could get a fan. You get all those like cartoons and they start like fighting and there's a rumble and there's like always someone just hanging from the fan going whoa like that. That would be funny. Oops. I changed the light. No. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna make it even darker in here, and then we get like a spotlight over the fight, like this one, like that. Oh yeah, no, that's the center of attention, eh? That's where everything's happening. I don't know why I want to do this, but I want to put socks on the ground. I don't know why. Oh, you know what? It's because they knocked your socks off. Literally, get your socks knocked off. Fighting, you get your socks knocked off. No socks. Get your socks knocked off. Ooh, a manhole cover. Why does that work? Just feels like that works. What if I made it this color? They got an underground sewage so they can get to anywhere in the island and defend you. I kind of like that. Okay, this is getting a little bit ridiculous. Just a little bit, though I like it. I do like it. Okay. Did you get Louie in here? There he is. You know, he can't actually sit anywhere. Okay, I got an idea. We're gonna take this guy out and get this patched up, no depth perception dude over there. So at least Louie can sit at the bar there. Of course he's gonna be sitting at the bar, right in front of the bartender. That's Louie's spot. One thing I do wish I had was labels photo. Now that I think of it. Yeah, I don't have it. Okay, I'm going to add labels photo to this build. Maybe like right over here in this empty spot a little later. We'll go to a treasure island and we'll pick it up. But yeah. Alright, this is it. Also, Tom, I don't like that area. This is ridiculous. Get over here. Okay, so Louie's Fight Club pub. We got all of the misfit, pent up anger, using their anger and their strength for good to defend all of the animals of the Hinterlands from their bullies. We got underground sewage or passageways so they can get to you quick. You just call on that red telephone and they'll be there in a jiffy. We got our stage, our Boxing Day boxing match area made of boxes. Currently there's some robots that are malfunctioning, but they're having at it, right? They were discarded because Boxing Day is all taking all the things from the Christmas holiday and giving it to the less fortunate, and these little guys got donated by Lucy because clearly there's something going on there. We got Brewster, very professional, bow tie man, announcing the next fight, red robot versus blue robot, a very classic thing. We got games in this corner. We got this boxing guy who's just, you know, taking a break, playing some pinball. We got some of the bad elves playing some dirt over there and some gyroids. They're just here because, you know, they're having a great time. They're jamming out. And we got Louie. Just really happy that he finally found a place in the world, or he didn't find it, he made it. All these little misfits, all these little guys that, you know, didn't have a path or couldn't find the path that they really wanted to go on, and they just had all this pent up aggression, very strong, and we're just tired of the bullies of the Hinterland. They created this club. They created this fight club where you can come and consensually get rid of all that pent up anger, but also it is a club which the other animals can call upon. And Louie created this because when there is no one that will take you in, or you feel like there is nothing for you, or you can't find exactly what you want to do or who you want to be in life, you can create your own. It doesn't matter how ridiculous it sounds. It doesn't matter if anyone else likes it or wants to go for it or even agrees with you. If you are not hurting anyone and you are protecting people and you're using your skills to bring happiness or protect people or bring other people joy, I don't think you can go wrong. Just do what your art really desires and find your own place by making your own place. And that's really where happiness and innovation start. And you're just gonna follow your dreams and create the environment and create the world that you really want to be in. All right, that's that. Well, thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I really do appreciate it. Yeah, I'm still a bit nasally, but I'm getting better every single day. I will get over this cold eventually. I hope you enjoyed the build. Hope you enjoyed the story. And I will see you in the next one. Cheers.